talking again about football. And when it comes to football, we are here to talk about Brazil. Brazil are the most successful team in the World Cup history, and the Selecao are expected to be among the front runners to go all the way at the 2022 finals in Qatar. Well, the Brazil's coach Tite's team finished top of the CONMEBOL qualifying, going 17 games unbeaten in the campaign. That record alone is enough to illustrate the pedigree and the quality Brazil currently boasts ahead of the 2022 World Cup. Well, despite their track record as five-time World Cup winners, Brazil haven't won the trophy since 2002. Since then, the Selecao have underwhelmed with their best performance in the last 2 decades, coming in 2014 when they reached the semi-finals. The 2022 edition might be Neymar's last chance to realize his destiny as the Selecao great. The Paris Saint-Germain forward will be 34 by the 2026 World Cup. Unlike at past World Cup finals, though Neymar should have more support in 2022. But there are also a host of new stars who could use the World Cup stage to become global idols. Vinicius Jr. is enjoying the best season of his career so far with Gabriel Jesus, Rafinha, Roberto Firmino, Anthony, Richarlison and Rodrigo, which is giving titles several options in attack. Well, Casemiro and Fabinho give Brazil structure in the center of the pitch with Alisson and Ederson, two of the best goalkeepers around. Brazil have strength indeed all the way through their squad. Well, Brazil World Cup has drawn Group G. Brazil's bid to wrestle the World Cup title back to South America will see them to have to negotiate a tricky group, having been paired with Serbia, Switzerland and Cameroon. The meeting with the Swiss on November 28 will bring back memories of Russia 2018, where the pair shared a 1-1 draw on the opening match day itself. Will Serbia represent an intriguing matchup, having qualified ahead of the Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo on the way to booking their place in Qatar. They will be the opposition in the tournament opener of Tite's men, who close out against Africa hopefuls Cameroon, boasting plenty of world-class stars of their own such as Ajax and Onana. Now, Brazil are currently in excellent form with the Selecao unbeaten since losing the Copa America 2021 final to Argentina. The Tite's team went all the way through World Cup qualifying without suffering a single defeat, and this strength is reflected in Brazil standing at number 1 in the FIFA ranking. Well, on individual quality, if we see, Brazil's squad will be one of the strongest at the 2022 World Cup. Not only do the Selecao boost experienced operators like Neymar, Casemiro and Roberto Firmino, they have exciting young players as well like Vinicius Jr. and Anthony to build around for the future. Well, in Alisson Becker and Ederson, Brazil boasts two of the best goalkeepers around with both shot stoppers used in World Cup qualifying. In central defense, Thiago Silva continues to be a key figure for his country with Marquinhos, the Chelsea defenders' most frequent centre-back partner. Well, Tite has also found a good balance since the 2018 World Cup. Indeed, he has youth and experience in the same squad with the options in almost every position. If Brazil don't win in Qatar, it won't be because they don't have the quality required. Now, in the past, there has been some pushback on efforts to give Brazil the structure needed to succeed in the elite level of the modern international game. But Tite has made significant progress in this regard over the last few years. While Brazil boasts obvious attacking threat in the final third, they are a good unit in the defense too, conceding just 5 goals in 16 CONMEBOL qualifying fixtures. Well, Tite makes good use of the wide areas and asks his team to play with a strong spine through the middle. Now let's take a look at the strengths and weaknesses of Brazil team. Now here we have the strengths first. Depth. Along with the England and France, Brazil boasts the deepest squad in international soccer right now. Tite will be able to rotate his squad throughout the 2022 World Cup, and this could help keep the Selecao fresh. Then we have the tactical fluidity. Tite has fielded his Brazil team in a number of different shapes and formations over the course of his tenure. Indeed, the Selecao are comfortable playing in a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 and 4-1-3-2 and attack with a back three when in possession. And now here we have the best strength, that is the midfield protection. Given the variety of attacking options available to Tite, it would be understandable if his Brazil team was top heavy. However, the likes of Casemiro, Fabinho and Fred give them balance in central midfield as well. Along with strengths, we also have few weaknesses in Brazil team. Now here are full backs. While Brazil can take some credit for forging the modern role of the full-back in soccer, they have yet to settle on their first choices at left and right back for the 2022 World Cup. Positions are still up for grabs. Another weakness is a major question, that is Neymar. Neymar's scoring record, which was 71 goals in 117 caps, speaks for itself, but the 30-year-old's role in this Brazil team has been a subject of much debate. That certainty could be unhelpful in the build-up of the finals. Now, who is Brazil's head coach? Let's know a little about that. As a coach, Tite is renowned for his flexibility. While the 60-year-old has given Brazil structure, this hasn't come at the cost of attacking threat and flair. And this is largely down to the fluidity shown by this team in the final third. Tite has been in the charts since 2016, and that has given Brazil a sense of continuity even as the squad has evolved over the last 6 years. His players have clear roles and responsibilities, and unlike some Selecao head coaches of the past, he has full commitment from his squad. Well, World Cup qualifying in CONMEBOL is a marathon, but Brazil sprinted to secure their place in 2022 World Cup. Indeed, the Selecao were the first South American team to punch their ticket to Qatar, securing qualification with a 1-0 win over Colombia in November. Brazil were so impressive in qualifying that they went unbeaten through the whole campaign, pending a make-up match against Argentina as well. Despite this, the table topper were unable to get the better of Argentina in qualifying, with the first match between the two rivals ending in farce and postponement, and the second meeting ending in a goalless draw. Well, no team has been more successful at the World Cup than Brazil over the long and the storied history of the tournament. Indeed, their 5 championships make them the most successful national team in the men's soccer. Brazil is a soccer-obsessed country as well, and the World Cup has been their stage to demonstrate their brilliance for a number of decades. However, the Selecao have now gone 20 years without getting their hands on the soccer's most famous trophy. Well, recent World Cup campaigns have been defined by the disappointment, including in 2014 when Brazil only made the semi-finals as the host nation and suffered a humiliating 7-1 loss to Germany to go out. Despite their historic record, Brazil will have a point to prove in Qatar this winter. Now, what happens in Qatar FIFA World Cup 2022 this year? Let's see in the coming days. Well, stay with us. We shall bring you more such interesting topics to talk upon on football also. This is Aparna Sundar reporting for iScope Media.